We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. His first carry of the game. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He's tackled at the
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 back. Here we go. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Hey,
on 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out. Out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Offense retains possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
To Steven Sims.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, it's Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. They'll hand it down to Geis. Directly over it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice move there by Darius Geis, and he got on my radar in 2016 when he was filling in a lot for Leonard Fournette because he had ankle issues at LSU. And the first time I saw him play, over 200 yards on the ground, a lot of long runs, but he also broke a lot of tackles as well. That's why people had him on their radar for this draft and think that he can be a featured runner, and Washington's counting on it.
And this is Latimer, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
First down, Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17, Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at about the 32. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
He's across midfield to the 49.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
20. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Washington.
first down. This is Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Washington first down.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Washington ball carrier.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll run with Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and goal from the 1. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Giants 7.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You got block me. Mark 56.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. It's our field.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Chase
A
Young.
loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Mayfield rolling to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's 3-0 Washington. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
On first down, Barkley, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
3-yard line. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Throwing, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Washington.
Mayfield on first down. His throw caught at about the 5.
Mayfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Throwing, Mayfield, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To
J.D. McKissick. His third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Taken down.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 7. First down, New York.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
8 yards on the pickup.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Switch.
Off the play fake. Jones dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They start on the ground with Geis. He'll have a first down and more past the 20, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Down, Washington.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9.
Makes this Washington 30, Giants 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Corey Valentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Third down. And 7 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Fourth down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
The play is a turnover on downs.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 3, check 3. At the 60, at the 60. 58, boys, 58, 58.
A handoff to Barkley. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Jones on the keeper.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Mark 56. Mark 56.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
He even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Bobby McCain. Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Final score, Giants 31.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.